Hey there. Welcome to the Deep Dive.
Oh, it's so good to be here.
Today, we're going on a journey
Hurry, I love it.
to uncover a hidden enemy that might be holding you back from achieving your goals.
Sounds scary.
We're diving deep into excusitis
Excusitis.
with this book.
Oh, right.
Defeating excusitis, the failure disease.
Okay, I'm intrigued.
Are you ready to conquer this beast with us?
Absolutely.
Okay, so let's unpack this excusitis.
Okay.
The book's preface really grabbed my attention.
Yeah.
When it said, the biggest roadblock to success isn't always a lack of resources or opportunities,
Right.
but the excuses we create in our own minds.
Oh, those sneaky excuses, yeah.
You know, those sneaky little whispers like, I'm too tired,
Yeah.
or I'll start tomorrow,
Oh, yeah.
or even that feeling of, I'm just not good enough.
We all have those, right?
I bet you've heard those whispers before, haven't you?
Oh, all the time.
And what I find interesting
Yeah.
is how the book takes these excuses we make and breaks them down into different categories, like health excusitis, age excusitis, time excusitis.
Yeah.
It's like shining a spotlight on those whispers
Okay.
and helping you pinpoint the specific excuses that might be your personal kryptonite,
That's a good way to put it. Yeah.
like a personalized diagnosis for your procrastination.
I like that.
So the book isn't just about identifying the problem, right? It actually promises a 30-day plan to conquer this excusitis beast.
That's a pretty big promise.
It is.
And over the next few episodes,
Yeah.
we're going to break down this 30-day plan.
Exactly.
Step by step, chapter by chapter.
Exactly. We're going to give you the tools and strategies to finally kick those excuses to the curb.
Sounds good.
But for today, let's focus on the battleground.
The battleground.
Chapter 1, The Battle with Excuses.
Okay.
What struck you about this chapter?
Well, the first thing that jumped out at me is that the author acknowledges something really important.
Yeah.
Everyone makes excuses.
Everyone...
It's a universal human experience.
It is.
We all have those moments of doubt.
Right.
And those internal battles between taking action and finding reasons not to.
Yeah, I can definitely relate to that.
Me too.
But if everyone makes excuses,
Right.
what's the big deal?
Exactly.
What makes this excusitis thing so dangerous?
Well, the danger lies in what we do with those excuses.
Oh, okay, so what do we do with them?
Do we let them dictate our lives? Hold us back from pursuing our dreams?
Yeah.
Or do we fight back?
Okay, so it's a choice.
Exactly.
So we have to choose to fight back.
The book argues that conquering excusitis is not just about personal success,
Okay.
but about stepping into a leadership role in your own life.
Leadership.
Yeah,
That's interesting.
right.
I wouldn't have immediately connected excuses with leadership.
I know, right? It's fascinating.
How does the book tie those two concepts together?
It's about recognizing those excuses,
Yeah.
understanding their impact, and then consciously choosing to act despite them. That's a key characteristic of a leader.
Okay.
They don't let fear or self-doubt paralyze them. They push forward.
Yeah.
And by doing so, they inspire others to do the same.
So it's not just about silencing those inner critics for ourselves.
Yeah.
It's about setting an example for others to overcome their own excusitis.
Exactly.
Okay, but how do we actually do that?
That's the question.
Where do we even begin?
Well, the book stresses the importance of self-awareness.
Right.
We need to be able to recognize the specific excuses we're clinging to and how they are affecting our choices.
It's like those excuses are hiding in the shadows of our mind.
Yeah,
And we need to shine a light on them to
Right.
even begin to fight back.
exactly.
But sometimes,
Yeah,
even when we know what our excuses are, it's hard to break free from them.
it is.
They feel so ingrained,
Yeah,
so powerful.
they really do.
That's where the book's emphasis on action comes in.
action. Okay.
It's not enough to simply acknowledge our excuses. We have to actively challenge them
Okay.
and replace them with more positive and empowering beliefs.
So it's a mindset shift.
It's about shifting from a mindset of fear and avoidance
Yeah.
to one of courage and action.
Love it.
So instead of saying, I'm too tired to go for that run,
Yeah.
we might say, I know I'll feel energized and proud of myself after a quick jog.
Exactly.
It's about making a conscious choice to act in alignment with our goals,
I see.
even when it feels uncomfortable or challenging.
It can be tough.
That's a powerful shift in perspective.
Yeah.
But let's be honest,
Okay.
sometimes it's easier said than done.
It is.
There are days when those excuses feel incredibly convincing.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
What do we do then?
Well, the book acknowledges that
Yeah.
overcoming excusitis is an ongoing process,
Okay.
not a one-time event.
Right.
It's a commitment to continuous growth and self-awareness. We're all going to stumble and fall back on those old excuses from time to time.
Yeah, we are.
The key is to not let those setbacks define us.
Okay, so it's about...
It's about having compassion for ourselves.
Yeah,
Recognizing that we're human
Right.
and then getting back on track.
I like that.
And that's where the 30-day plan comes in.
The 30-day plan.
It's like a roadmap.
Okay.
A step-by-step guide to building the mental muscles we need to conquer excusitis.
So like a workout routine for our minds.
Exactly.
Each day focuses on a specific aspect, providing practical strategies and exercises
Yeah.
to help you break free from those limiting beliefs.
I love that.
That sounds incredibly helpful.
It is.
It's like having a personal trainer for our minds,
Yeah.
pushing us to reach our full potential.
It's a great way to think about it.
I'm definitely eager to delve into that 30-day plan in our upcoming episodes.
Me too.
But before we jump ahead,
Yeah.
let's take a moment to really absorb the key message of Chapter 1.
Okay.
It's a call to action,
A call to action. I like it.
a challenge to acknowledge the excuses that might be holding us back and make a conscious choice to fight back.
That's a great place to leave it for today.
Yeah.
Looking forward to next week.
Me too. It's about recognizing that we have a choice.
Yeah.
We can either let those excuses dictate our lives,
Right.
or we can choose to rise above them and create the future we desire.
It's powerful stuff.
You know, one of the things that really resonated with me in this chapter was the idea that excusitis can be like
Like a...
self-fulfilling prophecy.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
The more we believe our excuses,
Right.
the more likely we are to create the reality they describe.
That's so true.
And it's something that we see play out all the time in real life.
It is.
For example, if someone constantly tells themselves
Yeah.
they're not good enough to pursue a certain career path,
Okay.
they're likely to hold themselves back from even trying.
Right. They might not even...
They might not apply for certain jobs,
Yeah.
or they might not put in the effort required
Exact.
to develop the necessary skills.
So
As a result, their excuse becomes their reality.
it's like they've created a wall.
It's like those excuses create a mental barrier,
Yeah.
preventing us from even stepping onto the playing field.
I like that. Yeah. Yeah.
And the longer we let those excuses hold us back,
Right?
the stronger that barrier becomes.
Exactly. But the good news is,
Yeah.
just as we can create those self-limiting beliefs, we can also choose to break free from them.
So we
It starts with recognizing those excuses
Okay.
for what they are.
Yeah, what are they?
Simply thoughts, not facts.
Oh, so we need to,
We need to challenge those thoughts.
right?
So how do we go from recognizing our excuses to actually changing those deep-seated beliefs?
Yeah, that feels like a pretty daunting task.
It is,
Okay.
but the book does offer
Yep.
practical strategies
Yeah.
for challenging those excuses and replacing them with more empowering beliefs.
Like we're
One of the most powerful techniques is to ask ourselves what evidence we have to support those excuses.
evidence, huh?
So if you're telling yourself, I don't have time to start that new project,
Yeah.
you might ask yourself, is that really true?
Okay.
Or am I just choosing to prioritize other things over this project?
Oh, so it's about really examining those excuses.
Exactly.
And often when we really examine those excuses,
Yeah.
we find that they're based on fear, insecurity,
All right.
or simply a lack of awareness about our own priorities.
It's amazing what we discover when we really look.
Once we bring those underlying beliefs into the light of consciousness,
Yeah.
we can start to dismantle
If
them.
they lose their power.
It's like those excuses lose their power when we expose them to the truth.
Absolutely.
But how do we actually replace those negative beliefs with more positive ones?
Okay, so that's the next step.
Is it just a matter of
Is it just like,
repeating affirmations?
Right.
Or trying to convince ourselves
yeah,
that we're suddenly capable and confident?
it's a bit more nuanced than that.
Okay, so
The book emphasizes the importance of taking action.
Oh, action. Okay,
It's not enough to simply think positive thoughts.
got it.
We have to actually start behaving in ways that align with our desired beliefs.
Oh, so like if I want to believe.
If you want to believe that you're capable of starting that new business,
Yeah.
you need to actually start taking concrete steps.
Like,
You might start by researching the market,
Right.
creating a business plan,
okay,
or even just reaching out to someone who's already successful in that field.
so we need to take action.
Exactly, and the more action we take,
Yeah.
the more evidence we gather to support our new beliefs.
Oh, it's like a positive feedback loop.
Exactly.
As we see ourselves making progress,
Yeah.
our confidence grows and those old excuses start to fade away.
It's pretty amazing to watch it happen.
But what about those moments when we stumble? What happens when we fall back?
When we fall back into those old patterns.
Into those old patterns of excuse making.
Well, the book acknowledges
Right.
that setbacks are inevitable.
Right?
We're all human, and we're all going to make mistakes.
Yeah.
The key is to not let those setbacks define us.
Okay, so it's about...
It's about learning from those experiences, picking ourselves up, and continuing to move forward.
It's about having compassion for ourselves.
Exactly.
And recognizing that growth is a journey, not a destination.
I love that.
Absolutely. And one of the most powerful tools we have in our arsenal
Yeah.
for navigating those setbacks is self-compassion.
Self-compassion.
It's about treating ourselves with the same kindness and understanding
Right.
that we would offer to a close friend.
That's a good point.
So instead of beating ourselves up
Yeah.
for making a mistake,
Right.
we might say, hey, it's okay.
Yeah.
Everyone messes up sometimes.
Exactly.
What can I learn from this experience?
Yeah, what can you learn?
How can I do better next time?
It's all about learning and growing.
And the more we practice self-compassion, the more resilient we become.
We do.
We start to develop a can-do attitude.
Love that.
Believing that we can overcome any challenge that comes our way.
This reminds me of something the author mentioned earlier.
Okay.
The connection between
Good connection.
conquering excusitis and stepping into a leadership role.
Oh, yeah.
It's about taking ownership of our choices,
Okay.
our actions, and our outcome.
That's a great observation.
And I think it speaks to
Yeah.
a broader message of empowerment
Yes.
that runs throughout the book.
It really does.
It's about recognizing that we have the power to create the life we want,
Yeah, we do.
even if it means facing our fears
Right.
and pushing past those self-imposed limitations.
I like how you put that.
It's about refusing to be a victim
Right.
of our circumstances or our own negative self-talk.
Yeah.
It's about choosing to be the hero of our own story.
Exactly. And the more we practice this,
Yeah,
the more we inspire others to do the same.
that's powerful.
It's a ripple effect
Yeah.
that can create positive change in our families, our communities,
Right.
and even the world at large.
And speaking of positive change,
Okay.
I'm really excited to delve into the book's 30-day plan
Yeah, me too.
in our upcoming episodes.
It's gonna be good.
It feels like a practical roadmap for putting these principles into action.
I think so too.
Me too. But before we jump ahead,
Okay.
let's take a moment to reflect
Reflect.
on what we've learned so far from Chapter 1.
Okay. I like it.
What stands out to you
So me.
as the most powerful takeaway? For me, it's that idea of recognizing excuses as simply thoughts, not facts.
Yeah.
It's so easy to get caught up in those negative thought patterns.
Uh-huh.
But when we step back and challenge them,
Right.
we realize they often have very little basis in reality.
They really do.
It's like we're becoming detectives of our own minds,
Oh, I like those.
uncovering the hidden motives
Yeah.
behind those self-sabotaging behaviors.
Exactly. And once we've identified those excuses,
Yeah,
we can start to dismantle them
one by one.
one by one, replacing them with more empowering beliefs and actions.
And that's where the 30-day plan comes in.
Right.
The 30-day plan.
It provides a structured framework
Right.
for putting these principles into practice.
I'm excited for that.
I'm really curious to see how it breaks down those steps
Yeah,
into manageable daily challenges.
me too. It's
It's like a personal development boot camp
yeah, the boot camp for the mind.
designed to help us build the mental muscles we need to conquer excusitis.
I love that analogy.
It really captures the essence of what we're talking about.
Yeah.
This isn't about passive listening or wishful thinking.
No,
It's about actively engaging in the process of personal transformation.
it really is. And the best part is, it's a journey we can take together
Together.
by sharing our experiences,
Yeah.
supporting each other, and holding each other accountable.
Right.
We can create a community of growth and empowerment.
Exactly. It's like we're all in this together,
Yeah.
cheering each other on
Uh-huh.
as we break free from those self-imposed limitations.
I love that. And who knows?
Who knows? Maybe by the end of this 30-day journey,
Yeah.
we'll look back and laugh at all those excuses that used to hold us back.
I think that's a great goal to strive for.
It is.
After all, life is too short to be limited by our own self-doubt.
Absolutely.
Well, that's all the time we have for today's deep dive into Chapter 1 of Defeating Excusitis.
Aww.
But this is just the beginning.
It's just the beginning.
We'll be back next week to explore Chapter 2.
Can't wait.
And uncover even more strategies for conquering those pesky excuses.
Sounds good.
And in the meantime, we encourage you to pick up a copy of the book.
Yeah.
And start identifying those excuses that might be holding you back.
It's a good exercise.
You might be surprised at what you discover.
You might be.
And if you're watching this on Dialogue Dimensions YouTube channel,
Yeah.
be sure to hit that subscribe button and the notification bell so you don't miss our next deep dive.
Do it.
We'll be sharing personal anecdotes, practical tips, and answering your questions in the comments.
Looking forward to it.
We also encourage you to like and share this video with anyone who might be struggling with their own case of excusitis.
Yeah, spread the word.
Let's spread the message of empowerment and create a world where we all strive to reach our full potential.
I love it.
Thanks for joining us on the deep dive.
That's fun.
Until next time, stay curious, keep diving deeper, and remember, you're capable of achieving anything you set your mind to.
See ya. Bye.